not a facto, pterodactyl when I'm micro and macro my mind. Why would I try to hide the fact that I'm jacked to be actually naturally high? And I'm that guy with the flashlight looking back at the track with the black light.
All right, gang. Ian Anderson, Corey Merle, Such Close Disc Golf. We're back with some 2017 San Francisco Safari, brought to you by Anderson Valley Brewing Co. We got round 3. We got the big boy layout, Corey.
We do, man. Every hole has been lengthened for the most part, but it is an absolute crusher's course. Hole 3 is super long. Hole 5 is long. Hole 6 is long. Hole 7 is long. Oh, the list goes on.
Yeah. Kind of plays Proctor's strength a little bit.
Definitely, but hey,
long holes.
remember, PB's the local, and he's got almost every bit of distance. And Golden Gate Park, even in its extraordinarily long, it ain't 750 feet, you know?
Mm-hmm. And he knows every inch of this entire park, so if you're playing something kind of weird, he's going to know how it's going to work out.
Exactly.
Yep, hole 1, we are in the long. And PB...
He's
short left?
Yeah, he is short left. It is 275 feet of turnover, kind of turnover driver, turnover mid-range for these guys. It's touchy, though. There are some trees to avoid by the pin.
There are. James Proctor throwing a much higher line. And turns out a much better line.
Yep, that is it. That floaty mid-range that he's got.
Wow, so pretty. Sias going to try and do the same. Easier said than done. That's turning.
Wow, that had aggressive angle.
It did. That's still putting, though.
Yeah, and you can see these exit velocities provided by, I believe it was Sean Charity walking around with us?
It was Sean Charity, yeah.
Oh, man, graphics wizard turned.
Corey and I's personal hero.
I was going to say, yeah, turned production assistant for the day, man. I love that, man.
He is. He's just the best. And Michael Powell, a new challenger, appears.
Yeah, dude. Good dude. I've seen him at the course actually a few times since the Safari.
Oh, nice. Is he a local?
Like a NorCal local, like as
Okay.
local as any NorCal, but I wouldn't say necessarily a San Francisco local.
Okay, cool. Sias gave it a bid. PB gave it a really good bid, but chained out. And Michael, no camera jitters for him.
No, this is a good bird to start, man.
Yeah,
the camera jitters are real, and just to come on here and jam this one down, that's good work.
Yeah, buddy. Proctor, I think he just tied it already.
Yeah, that was just spare the drama. We're gonna battle.
Yeah. These two are going to duke it out. It should be a fun watch. And there's PB with a... Yes, that's how it happened. You hit him side and it dropped out.
Can't believe these 28s would drop a disc.
Right? What the heck? All right, good birdies there from Mike and James. Hole 2, par 3, same pin location, Corey?
Yeah, one of the few pins that did not change throughout the tournament, and, probably for good reason. This is the best pin position, and it's really the only way to add any danger with that OB to the right.
Yeah, true story.
195 feet, though, is pretty much your basic sidearm or turnover shot if you're James here.
Yep, you got to get it. Looks like Proctor going putter?
Yeah, turnover putter. Something, relatively flippy, I'm sure, but he throws hard enough to turn anything flippy.
He does. Looks like Mike is going to go with the forehand.
Yep, I like this play. Looks to be a Firebird or something of the equivalent.
Yeah, look like Glow Firebird. Uh-huh. That was pretty good.
Yeah, it's a tough one to live with if you're not birding this hole.
It really is. Especially when we're on the lead card and the pressure is up.
Yeah, ooh, PB letting it a little loose.
Mm-hmm. Within his range, though. Size.
It's scoop sidearm, man.
Just like his putt.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, same spot 2 days in a row.
That's great. There's Patrick running right at the OB, but I feel like this one's going in.
Whew.
Yeah.
Wow, that was confident.
It was. He's just so subtle on the green, though. No reason not to doubt that putt.
This is true. Wow, Proctor had to sneak it in.
He did, didn't he? Looks like Sias and Mike dropping in for a star frame.
Yeah, and you'll see that we have 4 folks on the card today rather than 5 from the day before. It's because we switched to tee times for this round. These guys starting at about 2 in the afternoon.
Oh, that's right, huh?
So it's going to be a little bit windier, and the gallery will be able to build up a little bit.
That's right. Hole 3, par 4. We are going way back here. I had not seen this before.
This is kind of one of those novelty long positions on hole 3. It is back way behind all these trees. Sometimes we bust it out in our weeklies if somebody's feeling, extra sadistic.
Uh-huh.
But It plays as a par 4. I would say more for AMs than pros. So you're going to see a lot of these guys trying to get it in 2. But it is no joke. It's a tough hole.
It really is. Proctor piping it up the middle. That's good.
That's a good shot, and you can still see he's got a lot of trees to navigate.
Is there OB on this one, Corey?
Oh, of course. OB on the right side with that jogging path still coming into play, like always. But nothing kooky like long of the basket or left or anything.
Okay. Mike with a very safe shot right there is what I call that.
Yes, that's the, you say safe.
Might be too safe.
I'd say it's probably too safe, but hey.
Yeah. Patrick?
Ooh, just crushing out. Probably his gladiator, my guess.
One of the farthest throwing Masters players in the world, if not the.
No question. I mean, hard to say he's not the most athletic guy in the Masters division.
Yeah. He does have a Masters distance title to his.
Does he?
To his name, yeah.
Okay, there you have it.
Yeah, I think he won it at Glass Blown year.
Okay.
Whatever it was in 2016.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mike he's faded all the way down by kind of over by one's pin, so he had just an extremely, narrow selection of shots to choose from.
Not bad though, from what he did.
No, not bad at all.
Yeah. Sias gave that one a good run. He'll settle for par. And does James have a line?
I don't know, but his boxers are smiling.
Oh.
Right there.
It was. PB? No.
Seemed like he had the easier putt, but yeah, couldn't quite make it happen.
And Mike, I gotta try and save that par. The trees got in their putts on this one.
Yeah, it definitely does. The trees play into effect for sure. I mean, it's one of the few places on the course, I guess maybe this and 13, where there's just a lot of thin trees. In general on the course, you're just going to get, the few giant trunks. But it's a tough to navigate.
It is. Looks like we are still tied at the top. Mike taking the lone 4 there. Going to take us to hole 4, par 3, 280. This is the longer pin that we played yesterday, Corey.
Yeah, this is the C pin compared to the B that we played in round 2. And frankly, I think that A, which is the shortest pin, is actually the hardest. But this one is, the longest. And if you're going to set it up for like the championship layout, you put it here.
You do. Let's see if they can put their disc there.
It's pretty much the same shot as we saw in round 2. That same gap you're going for, but maybe just with a little more juice to keep it holding right.
Gotcha. Proctor has the box. Ooh.
Just hitting the exact tree you're kind of aiming for.
Yep, you just want to get just right of that. Patrick? Ooh, he missed it.
Oh, no, he got it.
And he got the next one, yeah. And we'll have a long look at the 2. Sias going to a different disc today, Corey.
Yeah, throwing the blue, my guess, probably flippier version of the one he threw yesterday. Throwing it well.
Ooh. Oh. A little short, but it's got a putt.
Yeah, and you can see by these kind of exit velocities the difference between, a hole like hole 3 and a hole like hole 4. 60s, they're really trying to rip on him on hole 3 down to the 50s on this.
James just lays up for the giant par. Got Mike doing the same.
Yep, touchy little putter shot from there. If you kick any of the trees, it's just save your par and move on.
Yep, exactly. Looks like pretty much everyone. Ooh, PB a little bit long there.
Yeah, overdone a bit.
Usually dials in those little nose-up floater upshot. Sias misses the birdie.
Yeah, he's chasing a few strokes, so he really was needing this to capitalize and get a stroke from the field here.
Now PB makes a nice par save. Mike should be doing the same. And I believe Sias will clean up as well. There is that barbecue. That'll kind of happen on that hole. It's tough for everyone to peer. All right, we are back, and a huge thanks to the title sponsor of the San Francisco Safari, Anderson Valley Brewing Co. Go check out that beer. I hear it's pretty good.
It is so good, man. They've got a watermelon gose that is just, mix that with orange juice, and it is just, it's delicious, dude.
Is that a brass monkey?
It's a
almost brass
ghost mosa is what they're calling them at Boat
Oh.
Lane. Any tea time before 7, you got a free ghost mosa when you tea. Or any tea time before 8 in the morning.
monkey. Wow.
Yeah.
All right, hole 5, par 3, 4 hundo. Push back again, and it's a really tough get.
It is. This is the C position. So really, you just got to throw something hard and flat up the middle and hope for that left finish after just navigating so many trees.
Ooh, let's turn.
Ooh, good tree, though.
That's saved from OB, right?
That saved him from potential OB. Hard to say.
Yeah.
But it put him right there into birdie op.
Mm-hmm. Patrick? Oh, no.
2 misfires in a row on this
Oh.
hole. Yesterday got the good kick. Today, that's not the good one.
No. Sias? Miss stuff? Or just sit?
Yeah, at that point, just sit. Cross your
Yeah.
fingers.
He's in the middle at least. And Michael Powell?
Ooh, there we go.
Oh, he's got a backhand too. Dang.
That's ripped. That's again though a little too far away though. It's that pin is on a
Yeah.
spine, and it gets windy up there.
It does. So Sias still has quite a bit of work left to do. And
Kicks the tree, falls
Did
out
it?
of bounds. Yeah.
oh, that was looking great too.
Mm-hmm.
And how is PB gonna get this close to the bucket?
Yeah, it looks like he's gonna take that sidearm line, try and go left of that big tree guarding the pin.
Oh man.
Yeah. I would say the 1 to miss, but it's the 1 of 50 to miss.
Yeah. There is his third. That's not an easy 4.
No, he's putting right up back at that spine. He's gonna have a headwind to putt into.
Oh wow. Proctor for 2.
Ooh, that was such a committed putt, man.
That was bold. I like it. Sias for a bogey.
Yeah, and he should have a tailwind. Generally, that wind will come right up off that street. Ooh, it floated though.
It did.
First right now.
Yeah, it looks like it. Mike for a stroke on the card. Oh, you're happy with the 3 on this one, honestly, man.
Yeah.
Especially when you watch PB barely make a 4.
Oof. And that can turn into a disaster. If you miss that putt, it rolls down the right. You miss the other.
Yeah. There was Sias cleaning up the 5. James with a pretty routine 3 for him.
Yeah, and that's
Same with
really,
Mike.
for me, that's what you're asking for on hole 5. If you can get a routine 3 and then just get out of there, oof, that's you can really start to put together a round.
Yeah, I mean, look at the scores for the lead card.
Yeah.
Can you imagine what the average card does?
No, I know. Just like,
Yeah.
right in the middle of open, it can tear guys up.
Sure can. All right, hole 6, par 3, pyramid again, or shorter now?
Well, it is. I actually think it might be longer as far as distance, because it just goes straight all the way up this hill. And it actually kind of is tougher to get all the way to the pin because you don't get the relief of going up and then back down the hill.
Oh, yeah, true.
Having said that, the green way more forgiving than the giant tree pyramid for
Seriously.
D. This one you either can throw it right of this little dino tree, zombie tree, whatever you want to call it, or you can throw left and throw that kind of sidearm or the big turnover gap. Go
I
ahead.
have seen backhand rollers too.
Backhand rollers, sure, but my only issue with that is it has to finish straight, and I think the backhand
Yeah.
rollers are better for D down on the pyramid because it
Yeah.
wants to go there.
I dig that. Looks like Mike finished short left. PB can try and get close.
See, this is that turnover gap, or the sidearm line that I'd be taking.
Real nice right there.
Oh yeah.
Not
mean,
the best spot to finish, but it's pretty
If
good.
if you're putting for birdie on this hole, you've got a lot of power.
Yep. Sias throwing a flex up the hill.
That's so beautiful.
Ooh, wow.
I mean, it's 310 feet, but it's uphill the entire way.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a smash by our friend Sias there. Proctor just gonna lay up, maybe half go action, and Mike.
Yeah, it is sandy up there, but it does slant and drop off pretty aggressively behind the basket.
Yeah, especially if you're running from where PB is.
Mm-hmm.
But got a good straddle around this tree.
Whew.
That's a good birdie.
Yeah.
I'm
Straight
about
in
to
the
see
chains.
another one.
Oh,
Wow.
it's so funny. I'm looking back on this, and we actually have glow tape and reflective tape on the baskets on the pole now. So that's kind of
Oh,
cool. Yeah, I was like, these things look so new.
It looks so naked.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. 2 birdies on that one. That's a solid performance for the card.
Yep. Good gets. Absolutely. Almost played better for the sidearm of the lefties, really.
Yeah, it does. And PB ties Proctor for the lead again. They're duking it.
Yeah, and here we are, kind of our first of the novelty holes that we cooked up this year. This is 7 playing to 8A. So they're gonna be throwing this big straight to hyzer finish into that landing zone, and then pitching up into this kind of basket tucked in these trees up here.
Yeah, it's pretty guarded back there.
Yeah, it's certainly a 2-shot hole. I mean, there's not really any chance of getting it all the way to the pin.
Yeah. PB smashing one out there.
Yeah, it's that gladiator, man. He's just putting in work all these long distance holes.
That's like a perfect spot. Just pitch it straight up the hill.
Yeah, I mean, really, if you could maybe be 10 foot short of where he is, just so that you wouldn't have that those bushes maybe to deal with your footing. But yeah, that's right where you want to be.
And Sias catching a tree, and James hulking up.
Yeah, dude, I was just crushed.
Woo-hoo. Wow.
There you go. Yeah, that's that slightly improved position over PB, but
Mm-hmm.
you know, it's going to be a throw-in if you're doing it.
Yeah. Mike, this looks great too.
I love it. Just smoothing that. Probably same disc he used on hole 5 up the middle.
Yeah, I think you're right. And that'll work. Perfect angle. So can Sias get there? Let's see.
Ooh, kind of
Get left.
splitting those trees.
Okay.
Yeah, he's there. He's on the green.
Yeah, he is. Mike with a little forehand ante up. Playing a little poker.
Yeah, touch the little putter there. That's nice.
Yeah, that was really pretty. Patrick gonna try and throw it in or just throw it close?
It's a relatively safe green to be running. It's got that uphill vibe.
Yeah, it is. James, float it in, James.
Oof.
He was trying, wasn't he?
Oh, definitely. I mean, I think
Yeah.
if he's putting that much air under it, he just wants
Yeah.
a chance at floating in.
Exactly. Sias to save the birdie. Wow.
There you
After
go.
that drive, that's solid performance.
Absolutely. I think basically all of these par 4s on this course today are going to be must-gets for these guys.
Yeah.
You know, I believe it's a 62 or a 64 par out there today, but that's pretty soft, all things considered.
Yeah. There is the star frame.
Yep, as it should be. Not 2 isn't really available, and the 4 would have been, a feel bad for.
This one is another must get, like you mentioned. Another par 4.
Absolutely. I'll be honest with you. I think we maybe need to move the tee pad back a good 100 feet if we're going to call this a par 4. I'm at 475 feet, really with not too much trouble to be had. It's a birdie. It's a 2-hole, really. If you get a 3 on it, that's a par.
Yeah. Patrick?
I mean, granted, 475 feet down a tunnel, that's a crush. That's a absolute pro level shot. But that on a par 4 is, probably not what we're looking for.
Did he just?
Yeah.
What?
Now, I don't know if you go back to the other round 2 part 2 video, you'll notice that I said he hits that box literally every time.
This can't be 475, man.
Dude,
Really?
I don't think it's 475.
Okay, good.
But this is what we were delivered. It's 300 from the tee pad, which looks to be about 100 feet ahead. So it's
Yeah.
I would say it's probably a good 420.
Yeah, I give that. And
Actually,
James-
for the bag tag challenge this year, Sean Mercy was the TD, and he backed this up. What I felt was a more appropriate par 4. It was like, oh man, it was a devastating headwind. It was a killer, but it was a good 550, at least.
I dig that. It's got to be 550 to be a par 4.
Yeah.
If it's like an open shot.
And we were playing to C on the right, so that was added,
Oh, wow.
added difficulty.
Mike goes a little bit long there. Here's Sias looking for the eagle
Look at
James
this wind, man.
for his. Yeah, it was whipping. There's a good 2 right there. And Patrick.
Flipping it upside down.
Oh, yeah, you're right. There it is.
It just slaps into the bottom of the basket. I think it's, I think it has to do with the wind as well. Like, if it gets windy, it just shoots in the bottom.
I'm gonna try this, man. I gotta see if this is like a real thing.
Go ahead and don't try it until we're playing at Morley. Then go ahead and try it. Feel free.
Good looking out, man.
I got you, man.
A couple nice eagles right there from those are soft eagles.
Those are beagles.
Those are baby eagles.
Yes.
Yes. They just fell out of the nest. You kind of just picked them up. Hole 9, par 3, 310. That's pyramid again, right?
It is not the pyramid. We're playing to the C position,
that's
which
right.
is
Up the hill
just
just a little
up
bit.
on the hill. Yeah. It is much better for a flex sidearm than the pyramid, but the backhand obviously still plays. It just is real tight. You got to flip it up and have it penetrate straight all the way there.
Kind of like PB shot.
I would say kind of like that.
Yeah, that was borderline perfect.
It's really difficult to absolutely park it backhand, but as long as you're back behind that bush, you're 20 feet at most.
Mhm.
There you go.
James's disc, listening to him, as it always does. Oh, Sias, that got too much flip.
Yeah, laying it out a little flat. It's a fine line between
It is, isn't
flipping
it?
up too much and having it ride that hyzer.
Oh, Mike likes your line.
He likes my line. Got it over a little much though.
Oh, that's a bad spot to be, too. Right behind that
Yeah.
bush.
Yeah.
Almost rather be where Sias is.
Oh, definitely. I mean, behind the bush, it's just an upshot.
It is, yeah. Yeah, he's doing some patent pending right here.
There's somebody else falling victim. Hole 14, dude.
Maybe that was Demon. I know. I saw him run down the hill at one point.
Oh gosh, that might have been him.
There's Patrick with a nice 2.
Dude, I seriously, it looks like you just marked mine and then put it.
I'm sure Proctor will do the same here in a hot second.
Yeah, throwing the same putt.
Yep.
Giving
Our
love.
64 teammates battling it out.
That's true. Haven't really mentioned that, right? I mean, the two
Yeah.
last 64 boys here.
Yep. Although Proctor's missing Matt Bell to be the Heiser boys.
I know. Yeah, that was 2016. I like Matt Bell, man. I've seen him
Yeah.
around. He's a good dude.
Malt ball.
What
What is it about, man? I don't know what it is. It cracks me up, though, man. Malt. It just sounds like you're saying his name really lazily.
Mall ball.
Malt ball. All right, guys. That's all we got for a part 1. Make sure you come back for part 2. It is a good battle we got going.